So what I got for you today is the review of the Tritton AX Pros. And this is what they look like here. It's got a bendable mic, but that's about it. They don't really go up or down. Comes off really easy. You just twist, pop off. Comes with a breakaway cable so that you can move about freely if you decide you want to disconnect. This is the control module, basically. Front, rear, center, sub speakers, which you can adjust the sound here. You can also hold it down and hold down the front to cut it off and on. If you're going to adjust the individual speakers, all you have to do is push a button and it'll be the only one lit up. Flick the switch and it will cut the volume up for that. You also have your controls for the mic volume and the controls for the mic, which is here. You can cut the mic off and on, and then you can adjust the volume of your friends here. And if you have an Xbox 360, you will plug the plug into here to go into your controller. Now it comes with a pretty long cord. I believe it's about 12 feet total. 2 plugs at the end, one that'll go into the decoder box, and this is the power plug. It comes with one power plug, but it has 2 split ends so that you can plug one end into that headset piece I just showed you and the other one into the decoder box. And this is the decoder box. Decoder box comes with the optical end right here, and then this is like the, I don't know what the cable's called, but you usually get it with a printer. So you'll plug this in, and this actually gives you your volume and your audio from your PlayStation to your decoder box. Over here you can plug in 2 Tritton AX Pros. It doesn't matter which one if you just have one, but you can plug it into either one of the ports. You get your volume control. This is your master volume control, and you can also change the settings. It's a Dolby Digital decoder box, so you can change it from Dolby Digital to the other settings it has on here. You can also do time delay, which is a little switch over here, so you can turn it off and on or whatever, and you can adjust the times on it so that if you're watching a movie or you're playing, I don't know, I guess a really cinematic game or whatever, you can adjust when the explosions and stuff happen. It's mostly for movies though. I don't know if I prefer or if I would actually suggest for you to use it on the games. I've yet to use it, and I honestly don't plan on using it. Over here is the 5.1mm jacks. If you have a 5.1 digital 35mm jacks is what I meant to say. If you have a 5.1 digital surround system, you can plug them into here, and the sound that comes out of your PlayStation goes into here and it will go into your speakers. So you won't need to find extra plugs or converters or anything like that, or go through the extra hassle. All you need is the plugs to go in here. Other than that, the headset actually comes with extra stuff. It comes with I'll untangle those. This is the optical cable that it comes with. It locks in pretty well. It does pretty well. It's really flimsy and stuff. I don't know if it's actually a good enough cable or not, but I mean, it sounded good when I was using it. I switched to a Rockfish gold tip optical cable, so that's what I'm using now. And this one just sits in a box. This is the printer cable here that I was telling you. Both of these cables are pretty short. I think they're both about 4 feet long, so I needed something just a little bit longer, which is why I bought new cables. They're both gold tip, and they cost me about $4 a piece on eBay. So if you need some extra room, then that's what you got, because my setup is all pretty close, but I sit pretty far from the TV, so I need that extra bit of room. Now the headset itself comes with these here little cushions for your ears, which are really soft and comfortable, but they come off, and so does the little headpiece here. Comes off as well. You just push it to the side. Let me see, I think it's this way, and you push up and you can just pull it on off. It comes right off, and it gives you space for the other ones that comes with it. There's a leather version. The first one that you just saw was a cloth. This is the leather version, and it comes with the earpiece too. And all you do is pull it off, put it on there, and then for the headband, you just pop it in there, just like I popped the other one, and you push down, and it locks in like so. and they're extremely comfortable too. The real difference between it, I guess, is the comfortability and the fact that the leather helps keep in sound, because these things get extremely loud regardless of when I'm playing or whatever. Everybody can always hear what's going on. They may not be able to hear it with clarity like I can, but they can hear it, and it seeps out through these cloths. It's very easy. When it's with the leather, it traps in majority of that sound, but you know, they can still hear a little bit of it. As far as being able to use these versus these, it's I would say these are more comfortable, and they stay on your ear. They let out heat a lot better than the leather ones. So I could play on these ones, I don't know, maybe 6-7 hours straight, no problem. Only thing is regardless of which ones I'm using, they do push down a little bit on the ear, just because they're not as wide as they probably should be. I mean, my ears ain't the biggest things in the world or nothing like that, but they're a little bit small. So I mean, unless you're like a teen or younger, they probably won't bother you. But as you can see, they're not that big. It doesn't feel heavy. You just notice that it's on your ear. These ones, maybe 4 or 5 hours, and you start feeling a little bit of the heat. And I actually think they're smaller than the cloth ones. So I usually play with these first, and then when my ear gets a little bit tired, I put these on there. The great thing about these headsets is that they come with 4 speakers in here. On each ear cup, it's 4. I forget what the size are, but it's 3 of the smaller ones, and you got 1 big one. And they sound really good. There's a little bit of work that needs to be done though for it to actually come out as true surround sound. As you can see, they're just all straight in the ear, and if you're using a true surround sound system, it should be just like it shows you in the box. Let me see. And this is the box. The round box opens up. This is actually the instruction manual, which is in the way of the case, but I'll take that out so you can actually see it. An instruction manual, big ass thing like this, and you can re-download it if you ever lose it. It takes you step by step by hooking it up to either your Xbox or your PS3. You can use it on your PC, your Mac. It's supposed to work for all of that as long as it's got the optical cable. If not, I'll show you the other connection it sends you that allows you to use it. But anyway, this is how the 5.1 surround Dolby or whatever is supposed to look when you hear it. I mean, it's supposed to sound. It's supposed to be just a complete 360 of sound coming at you in the different ways or whatever. And because the speakers are set up the way that they are, they don't hit that exact sound. And because of the way they're set up, like the bass comes out really strong, but they're not loud, if that makes sense. And when you cut it up, it kind of gets a little distorted when it goes all the way to the max. So keeping it about a medium level, it sounds really good. But again, it's all in your ear, just straight at you. If they could be tilted somewhat, then they would probably, the speakers in the ear, if they could be tilted somewhat, they would probably sound like a real surround is supposed to sound. Actually, this is the picture of the speakers here, if you can see that. When you get your headset and you're playing like Modern Warfare 2, this is the settings that the headset is already on. So if you change it, you need to change it back to this to specifically hear Ninja. So always refer back to the box, don't throw it away, or at least take a picture, cut this out, whatever, do something, because this tells you what the settings is. 3, 2, 1, and then it's like 5 for the sub. So are these any good? Yes, they're very worth the money. I heard Ninja like it was nothing. Of course, some of the stages on Modern Warfare 2 nullifies the Ninja anyway, because if like running on Sin, you shouldn't really hear Ninja, period. So some of the settings on the stages automatically cuts out footsteps anyway, but for the most part you can hear Ninja. It's not hard. These here light up. This here lights up. And this is another cable that comes with it. And basically you can either plug that into the end of the headset itself, which so it has little arrows to tell you to line them up or whatever, and you just plug it in. It's got the 5.1 surround, but if you're using something that doesn't have it, like my laptop only has the connections for these two. It doesn't have the 5.1, but most desktops or pretty much all desktops now have the whole setup, so you can just plug these in there and you'll get the complete sound. If you want to use your controller, again, it plugs into, just snap this out, plugs into the end like ease. No arrows. Oh, wrong one. There's no arrows on this plug, so you kind of just gotta line it up right. But it goes right in there again, so you can actually use this, and you just plug the other end into your headset. And that's pretty much it. They're very sturdy. They don't really adjust too well, but they do come in and out. It's all plastic, so I do advise getting a warranty on these. I know my last video was just a bunch of rambling, but it's very important that you get a warranty with any headset you buy, because they eventually get old and they're all pretty much plastic, so one day they will break, sound will happen, something's going to happen, your sound will go out or anything, and you're just screwed. And these are almost $200 headsets, so why not get a warranty? They come with a 1-year warranty already, but you need to go ahead and get you an extended one when you're putting that kind of investment in a headset. So that's it. Oh, and you're probably wondering about this. It's just a $2 mannequin head I got from a beauty store when I took my girl, just so that my headset's not sitting around. For anyone who knows me, I have a son who runs around, and I don't want him damaging these things, so I just put them on here. I always leave it on my desk because he can't reach them yet. So that's it.